Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the RBCS Season 5 Grand Finals presented by Aryo Play, where today we have the two best bots out of the 20 bot field that made up this tournament facing off for the trophy. And it's going to be a doozy today, as we have Bit, one of the biggest bots we've ever seen, using weird driving style, a double undercutter, and November Rain, one of the fastest bots we have in the tournament with an undercutter, all fighting for this trophy right here. And Bit, one of the most innovative bots of our time, designed by Liquefied Water, liquefied 40-11 all-time, most wins in RBCS history, 18-5 in this tournament so far, tied the record for most wins in a season that he set last year, and he is looking to repeat as champion, because last year he was able to get it done. Can he get it done today? That's going to be the question. And on the other side, Man driving November Rain, 36-23 all-time. He is the most experienced driver in RBCS and MBET history. He's 11-2 this year, and he could set the win percentage record that Liquefied Water set en route to his championship last year. Will he be able to win his first championship today, or will Bit get it done? It's going to be a doozy. You're not going to want to miss it, and we'll have the grand finals coming up next, right here on the RBCS. Well, Battlebot fans, it is robot fighting time in the arena as we prepare for the grand finals between Bit and November Rain. And man, I am looking forward to this matchup. And of course, I'm looking forward to the drama with the team standings. If Bit wins 2 games today, even if he loses the grand finals, the Battlebots Bureau will take home their first ever team championship. And it's going to force Man to win in dominating fashion, as he's driving November Rain today, most experienced bot in RBCS history, and it's going to be an exciting one today as we prepare for Game 1, and there is the bell as we get ready for the action as Bit goes flying in. There goes the weapon of November Rain! Bit coming out swinging to start Game 1, as that was a massive blow, and now November Rain's going to be weaponless, and that should be the deciding factor here in Game 1 as Bit comes out swinging. Liquefied Water, one of the best drivers in RBCS history, probably the best driver when it comes to making mid-fight adjustments. Doesn't even need to make one mid-fight. Comes out the bat with the perfect strategy, a box rush, and then a perfect shot to destroy the weapon and take home probably Game 1 of this series. Man, though, still trying to drive his bot to success. His weapon is still being able to be manipulated via the magnets that he has on there. Extremely powerful magnets, and you can see him pushing around the weapon. One of the weirdest strategies I've ever seen, but you gotta do what you gotta do when you don't have a weapon. But Bit trying to make sure that November Rain cannot get a hold of his weapon, cannot use it to success as it gets flung across the arena, and Bit just going in there doing as much damage as it can with those horizontal undercutters, which have just proven to be so damaging this year and are just so armored. I mean, they are so hard to break. Those beams look like they'd be a liability, but with the material used and the way they're designed, Liquefied has done an amazing job designing this Battlebot. It's Liquefied here, getting into Man's bot, into the corner, spinning shot, knocks the weapon away again, and that's going to complicate things for November Rain. You can see how strong those magnets are. This is one of the goofiest fights I've ever seen, and of course it's happening in a grand final. It's because why not? That weapon just wants to be a part of November Rain. Those magnets are trying to pull it back, but without it being able to spin at the high RPMs it normally can, it's unable to do much damage. And Bit coming in, another spinning shot, trying to force November Rain into the corner, knock that weapon away. As more damage done, you can see the internals starting to get ripped into. One of the wheels already gone for November Rain, and it looks like Liquefied Water and Bit are going to take Game 1 of this grand finals at this rate. All right, and here we go. Final 10 seconds of the fight. Bit looking to take home Game 1 as referee counts us down. It's going to take us to the buzzer, and it looks like we'll have a judge's decision, but this one should be an easy one for the judges to decide.
By unanimous decision, Game 1 of the Grand Finals goes to Bit!
Well, one of the big questions heading into Game 1 was, what will Liquefied do when he finally has to face against a horizontal? And I think he answered that and then some, taking home Game 1 by judge's decision. But it's going to be up to Man here. Can he make the adjustment, and can the weapon hang on long enough to do some substantial damage to Bit in case they have to go to another judge's decision? As they head towards the wall here, November Rain trying to get some early shots or get some damage done. He loses part of his wheel, and there goes part of the weapon off of Bit! And that is a huge early advantage for November Rain, as there is one of the best things you can do against Liquefied is try to catch him while he's spinning and just see if your weapon can clip in there and get rid of the motor device that powers those horizontals. Good driving there from Man, and overall a lucky hit, but November Rain has the power to do things that other bots just simply cannot do in the arena, and we'll see if he can keep up the momentum here. But we all know Liquefied, one of the best drivers of all time, he will make adjustments, and it is very early here in Game 2. We'll see if he can figure it out. As Liquefied able to get some shots in here throughout the fight, but nothing substantial, as he's been able to knock around November Rain pretty well. And there you go, another big shot, but I think that might have been part of the weapon getting chipped off as November Rain goes flying into the corner. Bit trying to stay aggressive here, stay all over him, but his weapon just slowly being taken away. It's just down to one little chunk left. And November Rain, just being the Battlebot it is, it's so damaging. And like I said earlier, man, it just does things that other bots aren't able to do. I mean, those weapons are so hard to take off on Bit, and November Rain putting on a clinic here. Man, great driving so far in Game 2. Man trying to stay aggressive here in the middle of the arena, forcing Bit towards the drum spinner of the arena. Those things are always dangerous. Even though Bit doesn't have any weapons left, you got to keep an eye out for those arena hazards, because those can just impact every fight. If you make one mistake, those things are going to send your bot sky high. So we'll see if Bit can try to use those to his advantage. But there goes November Rain across, almost into one of them. But he is staying aggressive here. He has done big damage. The wedge is now gone completely off of Bit. And 50 seconds left. And Man maybe evening up the series. People didn't give him much of a shot coming into this one, as Bit was a heavy favorite. But so far, he is showing that he can hang with the big boys like he's done all season long. 30 seconds in the fight, as they are in the corner right now. Bit trying to pull off what he did against Sizzle in the last round, against Indigo. Try to see if he can get the other person to create their own mistake and fall out of the arena. November Rain stuck against the arena, now able to move. 15 seconds left. We may see another judge's decision, but once again, this one should be quite obvious. At least we all hope it will be, because I mean, that's just kind of how this should be ruled on. 5 seconds left. November Rain should win Game 2. We'll see what the judges have to say after this.
And by contested decision, the winner of Game 2 is November Rain!
In that last fight, Man showed us why he's the top contender for Driver of the Year this year. Let's see if he can keep it going here in Game 3 against the all-powerful Liquefied Water and Bit. And, I mean, just some lucky hits last round, I think, is what Liquefied has to chalk it up to. If he gets back to his normal strategy, he should have control over the fight. But you never know with Man as his bot goes flying into the wall. November Rain getting bounced around early, but honestly, Bit goes off on an arena hazard, and both of them have been taking some blows early on here in Game 3. Let's see if they can settle down here and get back to their strategies. As November Rain X to the wall, Liquefied going in for a shot. November Rain throws Bit into the wall, trying to get him into the box. And early on here, just some big aggression from Man wants to go up 2-1 in the series. You can see it, but Bit counter punches back, throwing November Rain into that near side wall. So far, it's been an absolute slugfest. Both sides going at it. November Rain on top of the drum spinner in the air. Is he going to be able to come back in? He's on top of the arena roof. He has to come back in within 10 seconds. And he is back into the arena. The fight will continue on. And that is one of my favorite parts of the rule this year. Bots can get stuck on top of the arena, and they're able to drive back in. I love that the rules committee allowed that to happen, because it's one of the goofiest things in all of RBCS. But we are back in it here. November Rain, with after that big scare, is able to land a big hit on Bit. Charges across. Now Bit counterattacks, and back and forth we continue to go here in a very exciting Game 3. Bit throws the weapon into him, but let's see if he can actually do some damage. That's going to be the question. After Game 1, we haven't really seen much damage be done by Bit. He is a very powerful Battlebot, but he has not been able to rip off the weapon, and other than some wheel damage he did last round, nothing really coming for him. And you can see his wedge starting to get wore down. Just overall pieces of the armor just starting to get broke apart. November Rain, big shot, there goes part of the weapon, and the left side of that horizontal is now completely useless. And November Rain, huge advantage here with a minute left to go in regulation. And now they meet back again in the middle, and a huge shot from November Rain. There goes Bit into the wall. One of the biggest shots we've seen in this whole matchup so far. Bit got absolutely slammed, and you gotta be feeling for the Battlebot right now, because Bit just got worked, but he's still in the fight. 45 seconds still to go. With one weapon on it, you can never count Bit out, as he's trying to get the work and trying to be aggressive. But Man driving so well and not allowing those wheels to get hit. With his very weird construction, he's had the wheels exposed all season, but he's been able to drive in a way that completely defends him. Now, Bit's starting to freak out. I think we're having a plane crazy moment in the arena. Are the judges going to stop it? I think they're going to let it continue, and with 20 seconds left, that's going to be an issue with Bit because the game physics are no longer on its side. November Rain trying to come in and finish the fight, and he is doing big damage to that wedge. 13 seconds left to go. The judges are going to take us to the buzzer, and if we head to a judge's decision, it's going to be all November Rain. He's had the aggression, he's had the damage, he's certainly still mobile, and this should be a 2-1 series. November Rain driving epically right now.
And by unanimous decision, Game 3 goes to November Rain.
Coming into these finals, November Rain is swinging. All the momentum is in Man-Man's court. Can he keep it up? Or will Bit make an adjustment here in Game 4? This is one that Bit really would like to have. Make things even in the series and have a chance to think about things and make adjustments for the next fight. But if Man-Man wins right here, not only does he keep his team hopes alive, as he's the team captain of the Roundtable clan, but he can also move himself to tournament point, and he is off to a quick start again, throwing Bit into the corner, and overall just being a nuisance so far, being extra aggressive. And I don't know what he gave to November Rain before this. Maybe he put steroids in the engine tank, but it is hitting a lot harder this game, and he is on a full frontal attack as Bit is struggling to keep up here with 2:20 left to go in the fight in the first 40 seconds. Once again, have gone to Man-Man, and Bit is stuck in the box. Is he going to be able to get out of there? 10, referees are counting 9, him down. He is 8, all sorts of stuck, almost in the box, out of the box. And the fight will continue on as there was a huge scare for Bit as those weapons spun so hard they actually broke inside of the metal box and got stuck in there. But luckily for him, he's able to get back out. Now he's bouncing around all over the place. November Rain trying to get a read on this, trying to be aggressive, but Bit just kind of bouncing around, and we finally get some calm as both bots are on their wheels and back to the middle of the arena. As up in the air goes Bit! He's out of the arena! Tournament point, November Rain! Wow! Well, here we are. Months of recording, editing, fighting could all come to an end right here if November Rain can get it done. As there's a big shot off the bat, November Rain gets thrown across the arena, but also through Bit at the same time. Bit near the box, Bit in and out of the box, and November Rain going for a quick end of the fight. I was going to get all in my feels and say how great of a tournament this was, but November Rain trying to end it fast here in Game 5. November Rain here, opportunity with Bit in the corner, but now Bit switches positions here and gets back out to the middle of the arena, trying to play the position game, and especially when you have the reach like Bit has, it's going to be important to try to use that reach here. It's going to keep that weapon away, that extremely high-powered undercutter of November Rain's. And it doesn't matter, there is Bit thrown into the corner. Opportunity again for November Rain to pounce. Does so, throws Bit into the air, getting those huge aggression points with the judges if we head to another judge's decision. And right now, Bit is just getting tossed around in the air like a salad. And here comes November Rain again, charging in. Bit finally able to land a blow. And right now, you can just see how well November Rain is set up. It's a very dense Battlebot. It's very fast, has a very powerful weapon. And when it comes charging into you, no matter how big you are, it's just hard to take a hit like that. And Bit is learning that the hard way so far in this series. Down 3-1 with the tournament on the line. There's a big shot. And there goes the weapon off of November Rain as Bit has finally answered the call, and that's probably going to do it for this round. What a shot from Bit. Great driving from Liquefied. Finally able to get that weapon in there and destroy that undercutter. And there goes a wheel, and it's showing all things Bit right now as all the momentum is on Liquefied's side. And this is exactly what he needed to get back into this series. We have 1 minute left, and Bit right now is just shredding, going after that back wheel, more damage done, and November Rain is just driving on its hind wheels, popping wheelies, and it is struggling to move about the arena right now. 45 seconds left, and Bit, I don't think Bit wants to take this one to the buzzer. I think Bit wants to finish this up. That would just be a huge statement in a match owned by one out of the arena and a bunch of judges' decisions. A TKO would do huge for the morale right here as Bit's trying to finish it up. Liquefied tries to drive it in for the kill. And I have to imagine the referees are going to have to come in here soon as November Rain is not showing much controlled movement. Here are the referees counting it down, and we are going to see a Game 6. What a comeback from Bit, and what a show of force. What a round, and Bit's going to fight to see another day. And with that win right there, the Battlebots Bureau are this year's RBCS team champions. Congratulations to Battlebot and that whole team and they best be thanking Liquefied Water and Bit, because Bit has carried that team to success this season. But we have a lot more action here to go. It is Game 6, still win or go home for Bit, and it's still tournament point for November Rain, so there is a lot on the line here. But Bit showing huge improvements in the last fight, able to do damage finally to that weapon, able to survive some big hits, but not right there. November Rain has an opportunity. Bit gets lucky, bounces over, and now it's able to get after the backside. That weapon trying to get to that back armor, but bounced right off, and we are right back to bumping and grinding like we've seen throughout this series. It's just a big question of whose weapon is going to fall off first. And we're going to have to see how that goes. Bit tries to land a big shot, and there goes the weapon again! November Rain's weapon on the arena floor. Bit is able to do it 2 games in a row. It's still in the arena, though, so maybe Man will be able to use those magnets to maybe use it effectively. But as far as I'm concerned, we may be heading to the first ever RBCS Game 7 since 2020. It's been a long time since we've gone to tournament point where both sides have a chance to win it, and hopefully that's what we're seeing, because as a fan of Battlebots, that would be awesome. And man, after those early hits in this game, things have just died down. Man doing a great job staying alive, trying to do whatever he can to get points with the judges. But Bit keeping those weapons on point, trying to at least act aggressive to make sure he gets the points with the judges at the end. But at the end of the day, Bit still has the weapons, November Rain doesn't, and that's all the judges are probably going to care about when we get that far. With 30 seconds left to go, Bit on the prowl, trying to get after the backside of November Rain, and Man driving really well, just damage control at this point, trying to make things look closer than what they are for the judges. Man smart, like I said, most experienced driver in RBCS history, so he knows what the judges want. Let's see if he can try to give it to them. With 10 seconds left, the referee comes in to take us home. We should be heading to a Game 7, but we're going to have to see what the judges have to say. It's all in their hands now.
And by unanimous decision, the winner of Game 6 is Bit. And we will head to a win or go home Game 7.
Thank you guys so much for all the support on Season 5. I look forward to growing the channel here in the future. Be sure to join the Discord. And guys, enjoy Game 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, drivers and Battlebots, the judges have made their final decision, and the winner of Season 5 of the Roblox Battlebot Championship Series is November Rain!
It's glitched as fuck.
I got you.
Wait, I got it.
Here it comes. Wait, here it comes. Here comes fucking Primal Crown. No way.
There's no way, Primal Crown.
Holy shit.
Primal Crown is fucking carrying. Oh my god.
We should put this at the end of the video. We should put this.
This is definitely going. This is going in the end of the video. Yeah.